So for this video, I go start the show now. We wanna go fit add na JavaScript for na code for any HTML file where they work with. So by the end of the video, una go come understand the best position where you go put your JavaScript. Where say if you put them there, you know go they door you. Make we enter inside our VS Code so like this. If I look inside this VS Code, you'll see saying we already start to work with this our card project. So make we open our live project for one side and make we open our browser for one side. So if you see them. Remember say we get this live server installed. You click this live server, make I minimize this one. Make you first collapse this code for where they for here. You see all this angle where they here, all these buttons now collapse. So if they do, if they help us, they collapse the code. You go to collapse them based on the elements and in picking. So if I click on, it go down collapse everything where they this div and in picking. So after we don't collapse our code, if we add our JavaScript for inside the head, and if we add our JavaScript for inside here, the body. Don't forget to do ammo inside the head and inside the body. So make we first try them for inside the head. So for inside the head, make we write console log. So just write waiting at the right, and I go explain later. No worry. You go open your tag, your script tag, you go say script, and then you go close them with angle bracket. As you don't close them, now inside here we go come write our console log statement. So if you just say console.log, and then you go come write your parentheses for here. For inside your parentheses, make sure say you put your two parentheses. You see? For inside here, make we just write a name. So you go put single quotes, and then make we just write a name or something. So if you just say DJ, right? If I press save, so make we enter inside our browser, see what they happen for here. Now for inside the browser, for this side, you'll come press F12 for your keyboard. And then make we see, this is say DJ don't they inside the console. Remember, say we do console log. So the console now don't they log DJ for inside the console. We go still dig more into this console, but for now, make we just say we dey write JavaScript, and JavaScript they work for inside our HTML where we they work with. So for here, you go look say for inside this our VS Code. So make we look inside the body, and then make we just add another script. You can add any amount of scripts one I want. So no worry. So you go say script. I won't add longer script. So if you say console.log. And then when we want log developer, and you see say now as I write down just like this, you supposed to know whether a variable or whether a string you dey write. Remember, say we go reach that topic very soon. So for now, just say this console log, make we put that quotes for around them, and then press save. So if I don't press on like this, say save, you go see say the thing done the console log DJ and it done the log developer. We dey add JavaScript into our code, and if you run JavaScript for inside here also. Another way we fit add JavaScript, now say we want add an external JavaScript. So we go say for inside here, we want make an external JavaScript file. So we go say we want add script, and inside the script tag where we get for here, make a comment this one come out. We go say, okay, we want add the source of the script, now the SRC. And this SRC now when we want add, now here we go come add the path to the file of the JavaScript. Make we create that file. So I go come here, click here, this new file. Click that. As you don't click on, make we create our JavaScript. So I go just call them main.js. As I don't call them main.js now, I feel just they write any JavaScript where we want to write for here. But for inside this external JavaScript, we no go add those script tags. We go just write our JavaScript direct for here. So I could just say console.log parentheses quotes, single quotes or double quotes, no matter. And then I could just say world. Now if I save them, you go see say you know they show for the console. Remember say this na external JavaScript we dey work with. So if we check all our files for here, you go see say this na external JavaScript. So you go need to go back your HTML. So you go come here inside your HTML, and then you go come write the link to them. So what's the name of the file? Now our main.js file. I press save. You go see say you don't the right world, and you also tell us where the file is. So if you check out now, you go see say this the source for this world now this file main.js, and this one the source now here number 15 for index.js. You see for here number 15. So all this information it go to help us to know how to write JavaScript. So where be the best place to add our JavaScript code? Well, we've already done that here. So this is not the best place. The external JavaScript now the best place to write our JavaScript, because we feel they see whenever anything don't break, we feel just come this world, we're gonna say, okay, now here be the problem, now here we want to fix our code. So make we just come out all the other code where we don't add future videos, this video and future videos, we're gonna use this method of writing our JavaScript most of the time. So we just link our JavaScript here and there, we don't go to the right inline JavaScript. So we could just go back and clean this one. And of course, make we go back inside our JavaScript, and then if you just console this whole thing as one statement, if you say hello world, go get your hello world for here. But for now, that's all we need to learn. I will see you now for the next video. Thank you.